Namaskar everyone. Now in this video of Power BI, we are going to learn how to use KPI card. Now what KPI card is? KPI card is a visual that compares two things. Let's say you want to compare budget versus actual. You can do by using KPI card. Let's say you want to compare the current month with the previous month. Then again you can do so with the KPI card. Now how we can use this KPI card? Let me explain to you. So I am using the old data which I have used in chapter 1. Now what I'm going to do, in that chapter I have inserted only 1 year. If you will see here, I have inserted only the sales data of 2021. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to import two more year data in it. Then we will start with the KPI card. So how we can do that? Simply here in the home tab, I'm coming over here in the transform data. Click on transform data. So it is loading my Power Query, and it takes sometimes it depends basically upon your data size. So now in the new source I am taking text and CSV. Now you will see here we have sales data 2020. I am going to import it. Open. It is taking time because of the data size, and it has loaded. Now I'm going to take the new year also, that is 2022. I am going to import this one. Okay. Now you will see both year has been imported. Now I am going to add these 2 years below this 2021. So if you want to add anything below to your data, then you need to use append query in Power Query. So here I'm clicking on 2021, and here you will see append query. Now why I am appending this two data with 2021? Because this 2021 has already been linked with the other data in Power BI that I have linked in chapter 1. Now these two files I have just imported, so these two files are not linked. So I'm going to append with these two files. So I'm going to simply clicking on append queries. Now here we have three or more columns. So you will see here is the current file which I'm going to append with, and I'm going to add this one, and I'm going to add this one. Now click OK. So both three files has been appended. Now if you will see here, now I'm loading it more, and you will see 2020 is already coming. Let's check whether 2022 is coming or not. It is coming, so means my data is now my data has changed to 2020, 2021 and 2022. Now cancel it. Now I'm going to rename it. Let's say I'm saying it as sales data only. Now since this data is belongs to 3 years, now I'm going to simply close and apply. Now since my data size is a little bit heavy, so it is going to take 10 or 15 seconds. So my data has been loaded, and you will see that file name is already been changed in the front end also. I can simply hide this two data with this one. Simply come to data tab, and here you can hide this, and here you can also hide this. So now these two files will not come in report view, and you will see these two files are not coming in report view. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a KPI card. Here we have KPI card. Now to start with the KPI card, I want to do one more thing with my DAX. If you will see here in the calendar lookup, I have various years now, and I have various months. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a new column, that is a custom column. Let's say I am adding a start of the year, or let's say I'm not adding start of the year, I'm adding start of the month. Now why I'm adding start of the month? So it is going to provide me a month, every month and start date. So we will have, let's say 3 year or 2.5 years. So it is going to provide the number of months according to that. And since I am using start of the year, so it is by default going to provide me year also. Let me just to show you how. So start of the month, so it is just asking me date. So here I'm going to use the date, and I'm taking the calendar lookup date reference column, date reference here, close the parentheses and enter. Now you will see it is providing me start of the month in the January. If I'm coming to February, it is providing me this one. And since I have 3 years, so it is going to provide me year also. Now I'm going to format this column by using this tab. Here we have date and time, and I'm going to simply use date and I'm removing the time. Now the format is going to look like this. Simply I'm coming to front end, and here we have a KPI card which I have already inserted. Now if you will see here, we have value. Now in value we need to add value part. So let's say I'm adding total of order quantity. I personally recommend you please add a measure in it. So I have already created this measure. So I am adding total of order quantity. Now here I'm in the trend axis, I am adding start of the month, and you will see it is providing me start of the month. And let's say if I'm taking the new card, let's say I'm taking single card, and here it is asking me to provide only one data. Let's say here up again I'm adding total of order quantity. Now my total of order quantity is 112k, but my KPI card is providing 10,956. And if you will click on this KPI card, here we have one more option, that is target. Now how this figure is coming, and how this figure is different from this figure, and what is the target. So to understand these three things, we need to come to matrix, then we will understand how this figure is coming. So let me just drag and drop over here, and again I'm dragging and dropping this figure here. Now I'm adding one more add matrix in it. So here we have matrix. Now I am clicking let's say start of the month here, and you will see this is going to look like this. So I have expanded my full matrix. Now in the columns I'm not adding anything. In the values I am again taking the same thing, that is total of order quantity. Now you will see the total of order quantity is 112065. So my single card is giving 112k. So it means my single card is going to provide the total value, that is 1120265. But KPI card is showing me the last value, that is 1st June 2022 and 10th 956. Now if I'm, let's say if I'm not taking start of the month, I'm taking date simply. Now you will see my KPI card is not changing because I have not changed this start of the month here. I need to remove this also. I am taking the date column here also, and you will see it is giving me 276 this time. If I'm going to go down, very down, I need to scroll. You will see at the last 30th June 2022 I have 276. So KPI card is going to take the last value of your selection. So if your selection is on the day form, then it is going to take the last day value. If your selection is in year form, it is going to take the last year value. And if the month would be there, then it is going to take the month end value. So here I am again changing this date to start of the month. So here I'm taking start of the month. Now here I'm again changing this one, and I'm removing date, and I'm adding start of the month, and here it is. So that's how it is going to work on it. Here it is, it has refreshed. Now what is target? Now target means, let's say if I'm going to add the same thing in it, let's say total of order quantity. So it is not giving me anything. If you will see 10,956 and 10,956 means I am comparing the same thing with these same thing, means I am comparing apple with the apple. So it means there is no difference between apple with the apple. So now it is not providing me anything. Now if any possibility, we can switch our value to down. Let's say for example I am going to extract the previous month values, and I'm going to switch this value down. Let's say I'm going to take this value to here, means on 1st June 2022. So it is going to show me 10,956, and beside to that it is going to show me 10,870. So that's how we are going to deal with this goal. If you are, let's say two columns, actual or budget, you can simply compare it. You don't need to switch the values. Since you have actual and budget, you can simply add actuals in the trend, and you can add target with the budgets. Then it is going to show you this KPI card. But in the previous month, how we can do that? In the previous month comparison, we need to add a measure manually. So here I am on the table view tab, and I'm adding, let's say in the table tool, I am adding a new measure in the calendar lookup and new measure. Now here I'm taking it, I'm saying it as previous. month, or we can say it as YTD, previous month YTD. Now, how we can find out the previous month YTD? For previous month YTD, we need to use calculate function first. Here it is asking as expression. Expression means always is a measure. If you have not created measure, let's say I have created the total of order quantity. If let's say if you have not created that, then what you can do, you can simply use sum function and give the total of order quantity. Then it is going to automatically build the measure. So I'm going to take the measure which I already created, total of order quantity. Now comma, it is asking me filter. In the filter I am going to add a day add function. Here it is, date add function. Now in the date I am going to use the date column that is given in called the calendar lookup. Now number of interval means how many number of interval you want to switch. If you want to switch to next month, you need to give the positive one. If you want to switch the next 2 months, you need to give +2. And let's say if you want to switch the previous month, then you need to give the -1. And interval means now you which value you want to find out. Let's say day, month, year, and quarter. So I am, let's say, adding month because my all values in month. So here I am closing my parentheses and I need to close it once again. And here it is. Now you will see previous month YTD is coming over here, and if I'm going to come on report view and I'm in the matrix, I'm adding this previous month, and you will see now this time data is switching. So basically what it is doing, it is providing me 373 to here, 331 to here, and at the last you will see 10,956, 10,956 to 10,870. That is coming from this one. And now I can change the target. I don't need this total of order quantity. I am simply adding this previous month YTD, and you will see now this time it is comparing with 10,956, 10,956 with the 10,870. Now let's say let's talk about one more thing in it. I'm adding a slicer in it, and here we have slicer here. Now I'm going to add the start of the month here. Now I am taking manually, let's say I am taking 31st or 1st December 2021. Now it is KPI card is automatically changing 10 to 8 and 8 to 49. Let's check whether from where it is picking the value. So I have taken the 1st January, 1st December 2021. So it is providing me 1st December 2021 matrix is already filtered out, and a total of order quantity is already changed. Now this KPI card is automatically again changed 10 to 8 and 8 to 49, 8 to 49. And if you want to take the more months, let's say 1st July, now you will see in the figure is in negative. So it is becoming red, and you will see here 611 is comparing with the 649. So that's why it is negative. So that's how your KPI card is going to respond. So this is the KPI card. If you like the video, please subscribe the channel. We will see you in next video.